Welcome back, everyone, for another episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We're just picking up this Troll Enchanter of Vehemet, and I was looking at my skills. I think it's time to turn down unarmed combat, just to, normal, and focus a little bit more on survivability for the moment. I think I'm going to turn up shields. I'd like to get that to 9, so that I feel better about training translocations. And I was thinking more about, whether... Ooh, look at that. Getting murdered. Whether, what dragon armor would I wear? And assuming that I get these spells up, I feel like I might not ever want to wear dragon armor. Oh, slaves. So Pykel's around. Okay. So that can be our first unique. I think Pykel should be no big threat at this point. He has a whip of electrocution, which, too bad. But, we have the robe of vines and we're a troll. So, yeah, rip Pykel. There's our tournament point for a unique. Oh, that's right. These slaves are friendly. I was just, trying to tab them still. Sorry, guys. Yeah, got a point for killing Pykel. Very good. But, right, so dragon armor, right? I mean, if I had gold dragon armor, I would be pretty happy. But I would basically be giving up Blink. And, I don't know. I mean, 11 armor is low for the end of the game, let me tell you. But, this healing is just redonkulous. Oh, and here's Psyche, I forgot. Well, I remembered Psyche was here, but I forgot that she's still a threat, even though we're much stronger. Because she can still abyss us, and that would still be, disastrously bad. Did she haste or something? Oh, she already has. Look at that. Okay, well, that's bad. Let's just kill her. Good. And, giving up Blink and a bunch of healing to get more armor and some resists? I don't know. We're going to have to play it by ear. But it seems plausible anyway that this game we're just not going to wear heavier armor. So the Robe of Vines is +5, which is pretty good. And the healing is obviously really good. Oh, we found Orc. Alright, I'm actually going to go a little deeper in the dungeon first. Oh wow, picked up 3 scrolls of teleportation. That's great. I've been feeling a little bit pressured. Alright, where are you, you stupid unseen horror? Something missed me. There he is. Yeah, get dead. I don't really need this dexterity anymore. Where did it go? A. I don't need this dagger. And let's put this lightning rod on A. Yeah, okay. Because that's also useful. Look at power. No, thanks. Good effort, though. Berserk Rage. Fine. Good to know. Hey! I mentioned this vault a while ago. There's a thing on it. So this is the vault that I haven't seen before, and it killed me, actually. If I step on this, I sort of expect the wall to the south of me to close off. The door, the passageway will close off, and there's just this long hallway. And then a boulder beetle will start rolling at me like Indiana Jones in the Lost Ark, right? It is pretty cool. But instead, let's just cast a spell to pick the item up. How about that? Troll magics. So that's a cool vault. I was really happy. I had a fun time getting killed by it, I guess is where I'm going. I wasn't happy to get killed by it, but it was fun. And it's a shame now that it's probably not going to fool me again. But I think that vault it did its job. A weapon shop full of, like, junk. Yeah. Yeah. A triple sword, actually. So, wow. You know, if you were a sword user, triple sword's quite rare, quite strong. You take a ton of experience, though, like as much as unarmed combat typically takes. You want for a triple sword, I think. Like maybe you want 24 or something. Oh, so much hit points per turn. This is great. And an 11 should be all right. And here's a Bailey. Oh, look, and it's right here. So cool. I think I would rather have done Orc before the Bailey, but oh, rocks. Yeah. Oh, large rocks are here. Silly me. I love large rocks. They're like troll and ogre cheat codes. And let's drop... I have a lot of Wands of Frost and Flame. I don't need magic darts at all. In fact, stop picking those up. I don't really need more Frost and Flame either, or Confusion. Okay. Should be plenty of room for my loot. Okay, I know this Bailey, I believe. It's a challenging one with like fantastic rewards at the end, if I'm correct. This one I think comes with an Orc Warlord, which is like ridiculous. But with, you know, a Berserk Troll, we ought to be all right. And at the end, there's a high probability of finding like potions of beneficial mutation or even potions of experience, which are like both insane. Yeah, so there's this like hex honeycomb formation, and in the center, I believe, is where you will find the end and all this tough stuff. This vault used to have all of that fantastic reward and like no Orc Warlord. Like the loot was completely out of proportion to the difficulty, and it still kind of is. But okay, the thing is, there's no good places to fight in here, so I guess that's sort of an excuse for having loot that outstrips the difficulty of monsters, is that there's also difficulty of situation. But, you know, Robe of Vine's pretty good. Scrolls of Blinking, Potions of Might, I'm really happy to see. Shield's level 8. I'm going to try to isolate the Orc Warlord. And I might actually quaff one of those Potions of Might on the floor to fight him. But no, we were going to use Berserk Rage, and I think that's fine. And at least there's no other... Oh, jeez, he has an Arbalest. Holy cow. Good block, I guess. Okay, so he's here now. If I skip a turn, he'll be just south of me. And then I quaff Berserk Rage just as he comes into view. Oh, that's wrong button. Yeah, all right, we gotcha. Wow, boy, he stood up a lot longer than I thought he would under all of that. And it looks like we passed out as well when we got too tired. But Robe of Vines, seeing us through here. He has a potion type that I have. I'm going to inscribe this potion as being from the Bailey. I don't know if like the potion that he was carrying can be one of the potions that was on the floor, but I would sort of like to prioritize identifying these over others just because I know that there are some really good potions you find here. Oh, and I can identify one of them. So the one on the floor was magic. Okay. Well, fine. I think all of the really good loot is in here, so I should have really thought a little bit harder about identifying that one. No? There's no loot. Did he pick it up? I think he must have picked it up. It seems a little weird, but okay. I don't think you're guaranteed to get either of those things, beneficial mutation or experience, but it should be pretty likely. Bailey again. So we found like 4 new kinds of potions in here, or maybe it was just 3, I guess. All right, so was there anything on this floor that I would want? Like, was somebody wearing the armor of the Dragon King? I would hate to miss that. I might wear that over the robe of vines. Okay. Let's go. And there's some more Berserk Rage. Great. Oh, see you later, troll. Snorg, another troll. And another troll. So Snorg can go Berserk. I think we just leave, go back to Orc. I don't know, maybe he's fine, but I don't really want to deal with him. It would be a bit risky dealing with the Berserk troll, you know. And Orc should be fine. Arolka, really? Let's put on protection from magic. The main thing she can do to us would be like banishment. She has another Wand of Hasting. Great. Give me that, please. Thanks. Another Wand of Hasting, sure. Something is dispersing me. So orcs should be like not much challenge, at least not until we get to maybe, I mean, I don't know. There could be some nasty thing. Come on, where are you? Here he is. There could be some nasty things even before Orc 4, but most of Orc 1 through 3 shouldn't be a big deal. Like, we proved we can just absolutely demolish a Warlord, which is the biggest threat you're going to run into in Orc. Biggest single threat. You know, packs of High Priests and Sorcerers could still be more dangerous together. Ooh, a store. Wrong vowel sound. I was looking for a store, huh? Nergal, please don't cast Death's Door. Good. Okay, so I noticed that I did not take that Nergal fight as cautiously as I should have. And it is reminding me that that's how you lose a troll, is you just hold down tab against actual credible threats without making a plan. I mean, that's how you lose a lot of melee characters, because everything seems super easy, and most of it is, and then you say, oh, of course, that means everything is super easy. But it's not. There's always something that can kill you. So I need to be more careful with new threats, assess the situation before I just hold down tab. Bats. Hello, bats. What are you doing here? There's a bat cave. Hello, bats. I don't feel bad about holding down tab against bats, though. That's fine. Did we finish Orc 1? Yeah, looks done. So let's head down to Orc 4. And cool, yeah, just kill stuff. That's my commentary on Orc. Kill stuff. Riveting, I'm sure. But Orc 4 is going to contain some threats, and we should be quite capable of handling them, but I would not be surprised to find that we're also capable of killing ourselves if we're not careful. Right, like here's some trolls, whatever. Sorcerer is kind of a problem. Okay, one sorcerer is not such a problem, it looks like. Hey! Oh, I don't know when this happened, but we have Vehement Piety. It happened like just now. I just got an alert about it in IRC as well, apparently. Cool. So this is great. We can go Abandon and get Okawaru. I'm not sure what we want to fight while working off this Vehement Wrath. Orc 4 is a little bit dangerous, and we left Lair because we found some dangerous places. But, and you know, we left Dungeon because of Snorg. So nowhere is, like, there any totally trivial monsters, sadly. But, you know, I am just gonna say yes to Okawaru. And now Vehement's mad. So we're gonna get hit with just destructive magic at intervals. Oh, there's a few things I forgot to do at the start of this game. I should mark runes as do not auto pick up, because it'll be a while before I see a rune, but I need to make sure the first one I pick up is from Hell or Pandemonium, and I do plan to enter rune branches before then. So I want to make sure I don't accidentally pick one up. And I also wanted to exclude the entrances to Spider. Don't go there. And to Slime. Don't go there, because the tournament challenge is we have to kill Garyon first. Okay. So there we go, some slight protections against future foolishness. And now I think we go to Orc again. And we just take it a little bit slower, because Vehement Wrath can do a fair bit of damage. And I think I will just explore all of the remaining staircases here. I don't know, escape hatches, I guess. Nah, there aren't any. Okay. Go back to Orc 4. And it looks like this might be a bad area. I'm not sure. It's kind of a bummer that I won't have access to heal wounds as a panic for when Vehement hits me. In fact, there's some argument to be made for swapping back to the robe. What was it, Pog, right? Yeah. And going back to get my heal wounds. Just for the fire resistance and the ability to heal. But we're getting so much hit points per turn. I don't know. I think we just have to make sure to stay a little bit above like the critical death threshold where Vehement could one-shot us, so that that doesn't happen in the middle of combat. And I don't think Vehement can really do more than, I mean, about 50 damage is the top end of what I expect from having played that practice game. And so I'm gonna be prepared for a bit more than that. Like I don't want to be below 70 at any time. Yeah, don't fight a guy with an arbalest, really. That's just a dumb idea. Come get me. Okay, this is getting a little bit troublesome. I really just... Okay, there goes the Orc Priest, or Knight. And we're regenerating so much hit points that the fact that I was below 70... Well, I guess I never got below 70, but I did get lower than I wanted to be. So I need to review my consumables here. I have a lot of haste, a lot of agility, a lot of might, and I can use all of those here. Vehement Wrath is going to kind of be the hardest part of this early game. And it won't take too long to work it off, but until I have, I need to be especially cautious and not be so conservative with my consumables. Okay, so there's this High Priest who's kind of a problem. The Orc Priests I don't like, but they're not a big deal really. Let's just take the stairs. I'm surprised Vehement hasn't hit us yet. Let's take the Orc Priest upstairs. Ah, shields are 9. Great. So we can stop messing around with that. And Blink is 56, so just a little bit of translocations. You know, trolls have terrible aptitudes, but I'm not training anything too ambitious, just Blink. And if I found Portal Projectile, I would be thrilled, but we don't have it yet. I think I also need invocations. So I'm going to... Turn off unarmed combat? No, I'll just focus these two because they're sort of my priority. I want to be able to get heroism, which should be available pretty soon, to be reliable, and I want to be able to blink. Stupid demons, man. So something I mentioned in a previous video is that demons are monsters who... Most monsters who are numbers rather than letters are demons, and they scale in strength from the lower numbered demons. You know, 1s are the really, really scary guys. You know, we've seen a fair number of imps who are 5s, crimson imps and so on, and they're no real threat. Orc High Priests can summon 3s and 4s, I think. Orc High Priests can summon demons. Yes, that's 3s and 4s. Yeah, so Vehement hit me with Sticky Flame, which is doing damage every turn, as you can tell from the fact that we are not taking any damage at all. So thanks to the Robe of Vines for that one. And, you know, Robe of Vines and being a troll and all sorts of stuff. This wall, man, is covered with blood. It's just too well positioned to leave it alone, you know? You gotta use this wall. Oh, and we must have gotten a tournament point for reaching the end of Orc as well, right? Yeah. So I think we're up to 4 points now. Is that right? Unique? Yeah. So we just have the challenge bonuses and the score points, basically. Ruining and winning. And great! We have a Star of Okawaru Piety. So heroism is already... like quite reliable. You don't have to train a lot of invocation to make it work out. Okay, let's leave. I don't like a Rust Devil very much either. You know, these 4s are serious business. I'm just gonna like attack until the orc priest foolishly follows me up the stairs and then murder him. Cool. How's spells doing? Blink at 34, good. It's getting there. We should have it going pretty soon. And I'll feel a lot better about that. You know, you don't want to have a troll that's focused on spell casting, but as I've said in a previous video, almost every character should pick up some spells. Whoa, 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 whoa. Iron Shot. Okay, we do not want this 3 here at all. Yeah, it's a shame that I couldn't finish off that Orc Warrior. I couldn't get him to follow me up the stairs because he had a reaching weapon. But I just did not want to be near that Eunoxinol any longer than I had to. Because he was unlikely to kill me, but, you know, him plus Vehemet, you could imagine some bad stuff happening, and it's just safer not to let that happen. I can stop picking up stones now, really. Pretty soon Okawaru will start giving us ammo gifts, which will help. Who is... Orc Warrior is throwing a Tomahawk of Returning. Okay. Cool. A lot of Orc Warriors, it looks like. But we are just regenerating through it all. Pretty cool. And so I do want to prioritize getting some Okawaru piety. Like, I don't need to champion him for any points or anything, but I mean, the main thing Okawaru that I want him for is heroism, which I already have at 1 star. So I would like to have 5 stars for finesse, but I'm perfectly happy to use heroism earlier on. So let's actually just, yeah, I'm just going to use it now. It's fine. I mean, it gives you +5 to all of your non-magical skills, which is like really, really good. You know, unarmed combat at 20 in Orc is really strong. And it helps, you know, your evasion, your armor, everything. You know, it's like a buff to everything. And so we took 0 damage against that Orc Priest, Orc Knight, which is fine. It's great. You know, did we need heroism? Maybe not, but I feel better. And we're just shredding these orcs. And that's what Okawaru is for. And so, like, his heroism is so cheap that you can see we gained piety, like, while heroism was up. You can afford to use it a lot. You know, like, I'm going to use it here again. Heroism, charge into battle. The Orc Warrior, not so much of a problem. The Orc Knight, I want heroism for. And so I figured I would take it for the Warrior as well. I think there's a bunch of, like, High Priests at the end of this, right? Blink is, look at that, 24, all right. Okay. This is just a lot of guys. More than I really want to charge into. Mostly the priests are the issue because of smiting. I don't know. Because heroism doesn't protect you against smiting. It doesn't check armor. It doesn't check evasion. You know, this Orc Warrior with a halberd is kind of an issue. Yep. Nope, what's going on? Taking damage from mostly the troll, it looks like. Okay. Okay, but this is too low. Too low on hit points. So let's just run away. I don't think we need to do anything rash necessarily. I just want to not be in line of sight. These orc warriors are shooting at me, or the knight, I guess, is shooting at me, and the priests are smiting me. I would just feel more comfortable teleporting. You never know what what Monkey Wrench Vehement is gonna throw into the works, and I'll take some more damage before I get away, probably, if I tried to run. So that's fine. So the Robe of Vines is, why vines, right? Because there's a race in the game called Vine Stalkers, who are, I don't know, some sort of parasitic combination of humans and weird magical vines that have taken over their body. I don't know. But they have basically the effects of the Robe of Vines as a permanent racial trait. They can't heal with items, but they heal very quickly and do some other stuff as well, which is not represented in the robe. But so the last week of this tournament, the previous week, was a Vine Stalker. So I'm sort of used to this, like just gaining a bazillion hit points all the time. I think as a troll with the Robe of Vines, you gain even more, because trolls already regen quite quickly. Not as quickly as Vine Stalkers, but quickly. They have a lot more hit points than Vine Stalkers. Vine Stalkers have this interesting thing where like their hit points and mana are more of a shared pool than for most races, because when they have a permanent Guardian Shield, so when they take damage, it's shared with their magic points as well. So, and they have a way to heal. They can steal magic points from their enemies, basically. So that's sort of how Vine Stalkers sustain, is a lot of regen for... Ooh. Yeah, okay, that's interesting to know. A lot of regen, a lot of magic regen, and then... Whoa, you don't say, huh? Look at these shops. This would be good for like going abyssing maybe, and just the cold resistance could be nice, although the random teleportation is not great. You know, maybe you could wear it together with stasis, I guess, but that's not something I want to do too much. It's an option though, you know, get some cold resistance. Okay, all right. I forgot to use my lightning rod at all that battle, so we can afford to buy all of this. And well, the Cloak of Magic Resistance is a gimme. We're gonna take that. Wear it. Drop my old cloak. And now the question is, which of these rings do I want? And like the fantastic fire and cold resistances, I mean, I think I want them both. And I might even want that Amulet of Stasis, so that I can use the Ring of Cold Resistance more freely. I don't want to be in stasis mode all the time, but when there's a cold threat that I can see coming, I can put on stasis and then put on the random teleportation. So let's go. Let's buy both of these. And actually, I would like that Ring of Protection as well. Right? Yeah. Okay, so there goes all of our money, but we got several upgrades. Yeah, okay. Armor of 15 is starting to feel a little more comfortable. What can I drop? I've got all these scrolls that I still haven't identified. Are there a lot of scrolls that I'd be sad to identify right now? I mean, magic mapping, brand weapon. Actually, I don't think you can brand blowguns, can you? I'm not sure. I don't have a blowgun now, so there's that. But like, you know, summoning, I would be sad to identify. And I don't urgently need any of this identified. I can just wait to find more scrolls of identify, really. Oh, I left some in Lair. I had to run away from something, I guess. Oh, Surveillamette hit me with metal splinters. Really? I didn't. That's not a spell you can learn. You have to cast it from a rod. But that's fine. It happened after the combat, which is really the best time for God Wrath. Much better than in combat. Sort of hoping for more. So I think that's all of Orc, and that's, I think, a fine length for a video. So I'll cut it here. Maybe go back to the dungeon, try to deal with Snorg, go a level or two deeper, and then head back into Lair. So, big improvements in Orc. Things are looking up. They've been looking up, and they continue to look up. I'm feeling good about this game. So I'll see you next time, and thanks for watching.